Hi, Palak. Welcome. I'm so happy to have a chance to speak to you. We've worked together for the past year and a half. It's been a great experience at my end, and I'm really excited to have a word with you and have you share your thoughts and experiences. So, welcome, Palak.
Yeah, hi Anindita, thank you.
So let's just dive straight in. I'm going to start with a few questions, that I think, will sort of encapsulate what you've done, the work that you have done, the progress that you have made. But feel free to share whatever else you think is important. Okay, so I'll get started, and then you can sort of just add in whatever thoughts that you have and whatever thing you think that is important for you. So let's just go back a bit. Let's just rewind to when you started working with me, right? And I want to go back right at the beginning. I know it's a while ago, but still, let's start with how you were feeling. So how did your health challenges make you feel? I mean, maybe just briefly describe that. That would be helpful for anyone starting out.
So health challenges when I started out.
Yes. How did it make you feel? I know you had
Okay.
a host of health issues, and you had
Yeah.
eczema and thyroid and multiple. We don't have to get into each and every symptom per se, because that I would like to keep confidential. But just how that made you feel at that time. What did you think and feel in those moments at that time?
So it was very draining. Two words came to my mind. It was very draining, and everything was going down. So it's my professional life, personal life, and I kind of felt handicapped.
Handicapped. Okay.
Hmm.
So, because I think a lot of things had, you're saying that, I remember that you were not working at that time, right?
Yeah, I was working, but I took a break
You took a
for
break
some time. Yeah.
to take care of your health. So, what were some of the things that you were saying to yourself, if you can remember? I mean, what thoughts were going through your mind? Anything that you can remember?
Sometimes I used to feel whether I would be alive or not, like if, after some, whether I would live or not, and something would happen to me. I have so much to go in my life. I was not married, no kids, and
So
I
much
didn't
to
do
live.
anything. Yeah,
So
so much
much
to live
to
for.
so much to live for. And how would you, if we come back to over a period of time we work together, um, so how would you describe yourself now? I mean, vis-a-vis compared to where you were, how would you describe yourself? What are some of the thoughts? How do you feel? I mean, we might still have a way to go, but how would you describe yourself now?
I think I'm more confident.
Okay.
Yeah, so I have meaning and purpose in life,
Right.
and I feel that I can do anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, yeah.
You know, whenever the problems or any hard time comes, so it is difficult,
Yeah.
but I know that I can overcome it.
So that's, I think, a big change, right? I mean,
Yeah.
and that challenges, I don't think, go away ever. There are always some other new set of challenges that come. But yes, but I think the word that I would say, and I use, you don't have to use that, is resiliency. It's emotional resilience, it's physical resiliency, right? That's something that comes up because you're able to face whatever challenge. Now, as you said, you're confident.
Yeah.
Today, right? But it's taken a while to get here. It's a process. It takes time, right? And I think I'm amazed with the way that you have the effort and the commitment that is required is quite a bit. So it's really, I really appreciate that, Palak.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So tell me, what scared you about, or what was going on in your mind when you first signed up for the program? What scared you, or what was going on in your mind at that time?
Mm, so because earlier I took allopathic medicines, and then when I myself searched on the net and find out that somehow like it's not just about allopathic medicine, so you can do it. It's more than that. So So what was scaring is that because no one was supporting me that time, that it could be without medicines also. So everyone was pressurizing to take the medicines, but I felt, because I knew that why I want to reach where I wanted to reach. So and because my family was also not supporting, so I didn't know whether I was taking the right step or not. So
Yeah,
so that was scaring. Yeah, if I would have gone further and whatever they were saying, that was correct, and maybe I was going in wrong
in
direction.
the wrong direction. That was the scary part, because your
Yeah.
family was not convinced. I mean, even they are not really wrong, right? I mean, if
Yeah.
it's something completely new, no one knows, there's no guarantee. So it's honestly, that becomes scary for everyone. But you're saying the lack of support initially. I think that changed
Initially.
later.
Yes.
That changed once they saw the results. It's not easy. I mean, changing your diet, changing lifestyle. We have a way of eating, a particular culture. Yeah, you're absolutely right. So that lack of support would have been scary. But what are you doing differently now in your life than when you started? Like, what changed for you over time, of course? So what comes to your mind when I ask you this question? Like, what has changed for you? What are you doing differently now?
So earlier, I've learned how to have some goals in life.
Okay.
I think I was lacking in that. Maybe that is very normal thing. People would know it from their childhood, but for me, I think this was something new. I knew that goals has to, like, you should have some goals and you have to reach them, like we read in books and so see in newspapers and everywhere. So, but I think when reaching to my goals and doing what I wanted, and so I knew that what exactly it means. And like this is one saying that change comes from within. So
Yes.
so I think that whenever I now get stuck, or sometimes I feel that why this is not happening, or why someone is not supporting, so I know that what's the answer of it. So I have to do something.
You have to do something about it.
Yeah.
So how did you apply, like so if this was a thing that you're completely doing differently, you have certain goals for yourself now, and you've also become a certified health coach. So that's really impressive, Palak. So happy for you. But how did you apply? How did you time that with your health? I mean, creating health. So how would you think it helped you? This particular aspect.
About the goals and
Yes. Yeah.
okay. So like I said, that I knew that the why I wanted to uh, do this coaching part. And so I like whenever someone used to say that this is not possible and you might be going in wrong direction, so every time just I used to see one thing, that there is one tunnel and I could see light out of the tunnel. So and I'm in that tunnel, so I have to reach at the end.
Okay, so you saw a light at the end of the tunnel, and
Yeah.
you knew that you had to keep moving forward. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I have to keep moving forward, and maybe people are just outside the tunnel. They're saying, "Do this, do that, don't do this," and so I have to keep focusing. I mean,
You have to keep your focus on your own goals, and I think that's something that now that you're a coach, you understand that accountability part is so important, right? Being accountable to somebody who's sort of motivating you, nudging you on, that's the coaching part of it, right? I mean, you understand that because you've been through the training yourself.
Yeah.
So tell me, what specific results can you share? Whatever you're comfortable sharing, what specific results can you share in terms of your health improvements?
So the most important thing that changed after starting coaching is, I think it's within 2 or 3 months, or maybe 1 month. that I don't remember exactly, but for 10 months I was taking same breakfast, same lunch, same dinner, because I was scared that whatever I could eat, it could react.
Yes.
And I was not taking bath also. So
Yeah.
I think that was the most change which came. Like I, after maybe 1 month only, I started taking bath and I changed my diet.
You could expand your diet. You could have more foods
Expand
that
my diet.
expand
Right,
your
right.
diet, right? Yeah, change
Mm.
it. Yeah, that's a big thing, especially if you have been having the same foods for 10 months and doing the same thing. Yes. That's, and anything else that you would like to share that comes to your mind?
I think it's I've seen more energy also in me, maybe.
Okay.
I mean, irrespective of all the health conditions that was that could be seen, but so there were some underlying which I was also not knowing. So I think it's more energy, and I don't remember. It's been a long time, but yeah.
So I think what I mean, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we've seen an overall improvement or reduction in symptoms overall. I mean, you don't have to go symptom by symptom. That's okay. You don't, it's impossible to remember everything, but there's an overall reduction in symptoms, even though I think you can, this is what you wanted and this is how we approach it. We didn't go symptom by symptom. We didn't approach anything symptom by symptom, right? But that's how this works. That's why root cause approach works. We don't manage it symptomatically, right? We just address the root causes. So tell me specifically, what have you learned in this whole journey of yours, Palak?
I think it's believing in yourself. There are a lot of things, but if I just come to one, so I think it's believing in yourself.
Believing in yourself. And how did that? Yeah, tell me. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think one more thing, maybe because you were coaching, so if someone is listening to you, so I think maybe just listening, and that maybe you get answers yourself. If someone is just not telling or advising anything, because I know you've not advised me, but every time when we used to have that coaching session, so every time I used to get answers.
The answers are always within us, right?
Yeah.
Most of the times, yeah. The answers are within us. I think the only thing that I did give you was the guidance on the diet, etc., which was necessary. But otherwise, rest of the answers, you're absolutely right. It came from you. And that's the beauty of, again, as a coach, you know yourself now how it works. But that's the beauty of, having a coach. Because having somebody to listen to you, and it's really taking out the answers from you. It's like that. It literally works that way, right? And you know what you need to do. That's why it's so effective. That's why it works, because it's your answers.
Yes.
So what would you say to somebody who's thinking of, joining this program or using a root cause approach, working with me? What would you say to somebody who's thinking about it, but, anything that you would like to say to that person?
I think to take a leap.
to just start,
because just to start, because whatever results would be, it would be after some time, but at least start, so not wasting the time on thinking, because I've wasted a lot of time before joining. So just joining either for whatever package it is there, so even it's 1 month or 2 months or 3 months, so whatever it is there, so just starting.
Okay. And now, just the last part, what does the future look like for you? Where are you now? you have come a long way since when we started, as you pointed out. So what does the future look for you? What are the things that you are taking away from the program? Even anything that would help somebody who's just starting out.
I think when I was a kid, so I wanted to be astronaut, but somehow that dream didn't come true. And I think I'm not sure. I maybe that is just my thinking or point of view, but I feel that if you have a dream or something, so maybe your eyes brighten up. So so that kind of thing I again see in my eyes. Maybe
the sparkle is back. Yeah.
the spark is back. Yeah. So I think my future is bright.
His future is bright. Yeah, the sparkle is back in your eyes. Yes, you can make out.
I mean, I can. I know now the meaning and purpose. I know why also. So
okay, that's a lovely way to. And anything else that you want to add, Palak? Any other thoughts? Anything else? I mean, before we end this, anything that you want to add?
No, it's just that. Thank you so much. For I think we have been there. You have been there for 2 years.
Yes. Yeah, I think it will be 2 years this time.
Yeah. So I didn't know that so much change would come into me, but yeah, I think. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Welcome. It has been a lovely experience for me. It's always a pleasure working with. It's been a pleasure working with you. That I thoroughly enjoyed. You can see the sparkle in my eyes too. So, I thoroughly enjoy working with you. So thank you so much.